Hey guys, in today's video, I want to talk about iOS 18.5. The software update has been out for nearly 2 weeks now, and as more time goes by, it appears that some of you guys are still having some issues with certain things. I want to talk about battery and charging first. Now, I had one issue with MagSafe charging on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which is my secondary device that I use for testing. Now, the one issue that I've encountered on iOS 18.5, and this doesn't happen all the time, is that if I try to charge my iPhone here with MagSafe, sometimes I would come back and the iPhone just wouldn't charge. So sometimes I would see the battery dead, as you see right now. So I left it overnight. And when I came back, the iPhone did not charge using MagSafe. Now, again, it doesn't happen all the time, but I've noticed that sometimes MagSafe doesn't want to work on my iPhone 15 Pro Max running iOS 18.5. So if you're having any MagSafe issues on any iPhone, let me know in those comments down below. I'm continuing to report these issues to Apple. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is excessive battery drain. Now, personally, I haven't had any battery drain issues on my personal device, the iPhone 16 Pro Max or the secondary 15 Pro Max that you see here. Battery has been great on this software update. iOS 18.5 gets me through my entire day easily every single time. But again, everybody's experience is different. Everybody uses their iPhone a little bit different. So if you're having battery drain issues, then let me know again in those comments down below. Now, one issue that some users continue to report within iOS 18.5, and this appears to be an ongoing issue with CarPlay. So if you connect your iPhone to CarPlay and you're noticing any choppiness or the music just stops playing randomly when you're using CarPlay on your iPhone, you're not alone. I've noticed that sometimes when I go to use CarPlay on my car and I try to play some music, it will disconnect randomly or pause the music randomly in the vehicle when using CarPlay. And again, this is something that continues to be reported, and a lot of CarPlay issues have been happening over the past several updates with iOS 18.4, 18.4.1, 18.5. So hopefully we'll see a new update that will address those CarPlay issues for some users. And again, I had CarPlay issues, so let me know if you're having CarPlay issues with your device. Now, next I want to talk about Bluetooth and Wi-Fi because I continue to hear several issues in regards to Bluetooth, and I have to say Bluetooth has been pretty good to me with iOS 18.5. My AirPods connect perfectly when switching between devices. Everything is running smooth. When connecting to an external speaker, everything has been pretty good in terms of Bluetooth based on my experience over the past several days of using iOS 18.5 or a week and a half or so since the software has been out. Bluetooth has been working pretty good for me. Now, I know some of you guys are having Bluetooth issues with your devices, but I have to say I haven't encountered any issues whatsoever with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. I see that some users are having random Wi-Fi disconnect issues. This was something that was happening to me with iOS 18.3 and 18.4, but ever since after updating to 18.5, I haven't had any Wi-Fi connection issues either. So let me know if you're having these issues yourself. I know this might be sporadic, but I know some users are actually having these issues out there. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about screen unresponsiveness. This is something that also appears to be reported where sometimes you would tap on your display and it wouldn't register. So you can actually run a free diagnostics on your iPhone. I'll leave that tutorial in the description down below so that you can test your iPhone's display, make sure it is software related and not hardware related. But yeah, screen unresponsiveness, something that's being reported here within iOS 18.5. But I have to say again, everything for me within iOS 18.5 has been running buttery smooth other than the CarPlay issues that I did talk about and some of the MagSafe issues that I did talk about on the iPhone 15 Pro Max only where I had those issues. Apple could release iOS 18.5.1 here in just a couple of days, perhaps next week, to address some of these issues. Apple is aware of a lot of these issues. I continue to report a lot of this stuff here when they do happen on my device. So hopefully we'll see that update come soon. Thank you for watching this quick update. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.